In New York, not all neighborhoods are created equal. In Brooklyn, in Queens, in the Bronx, there are lots of neighborhoods filled with working-class New Yorkers, hard-working middle-class folks and their families. A lot of these people don't own homes. A lot of these families rent instead of own. And a lot of these folks who rent in big buildings, apartment buildings, and the like. A lot of these buildings in these communities are not maintained the way they should be. The services and the standards in these buildings are not what they are in richer and more affluent neighborhoods in the city. People get injured because these buildings are not maintained the way they should be. In common areas, for example, hallways and stairs, there are defective conditions that can cause injuries. In people's apartments, maintenance is not done the way it should be, and there are dangerous conditions that can cause injury. If you're a tenant in New York City and you've been injured because of the negligence of your landlord, because there's a dangerous condition in your building, either in a common area like a hallway or a staircase or inside your apartment, it's important to call a lawyer who's experienced handling these kinds of cases immediately after you're injured, immediately after the incident occurs. If you live in one of these buildings and there's a dangerous condition in one of the hallways or staircases or common areas, and it's not being fixed by the landlord, call the landlord, ask them to fix it. And if they don't, call the city and complain. A record will be made and the landlord will be notified. This way, hopefully, the condition is fixed and nobody gets hurt. We've represented people in cases where there's been a fall on a staircase because of poor and inadequate lighting, where a light's out and people can't see the stairs beneath them. We've had cases where inside the apartment, a ceiling has collapsed and a person's been injured. We've had instances where someone's been assaulted because a lock on a door doesn't work. We've handled cases involving landlords and tenants in all different kinds of situations. If you encounter one of these circumstances, a broken light in a stairwell, a ceiling that seems like it might collapse, or an unlocked door that doesn't work, report it. Report it to your landlord, and if they don't respond, if they don't fix it, report it to the city. By reporting it, first to your landlord, and then if no action is taken, to the city, you're protecting yourself, your families, your fellow tenants, and your community.